business, you got to get some gold coming in to pay for it. And so that was the biggest thing, starting with nothing.
Starting a business is never easy. You need resources, determination, and a willingness to take risks. But in the world of gold mining, it's more than just hard work. It's about taking massive gambles. And that's exactly what the miners of Gold Rush did. They began with nothing, faced enormous challenges, and still managed to capture the fascination of millions worldwide. With reality television becoming increasingly competitive, standing out is a challenge in itself. Many shows struggle to find a unique angle, but Gold Rush didn't have that problem. The show's storyline, its raw depiction of human struggle and the personalities of its miners made it instantly appealing. On camera, it looked thrilling, adventurous, and filled with excitement. But behind the scenes, there were numerous struggles that could have ended the show entirely. Equipment malfunctions, crew inexperience, and harsh environments threatened to derail the production at multiple points. Yet, despite all the obstacles, the cast has decided to reveal what really happened behind the cameras. From failed operations to record-breaking hauls, viewers are about to see a side of Gold Rush they've never seen before. In this video, we will dive deep into the history of the show, explore its seasons, and uncover shocking truths that shaped the journey of these miners. Stick with us till the end because the story of Gold Rush is far more complicated and far more fascinating than anyone could have imagined. Gold Rush is an American reality television series aired on the Discovery Channel and its affiliates worldwide. From the very beginning, it surprised many with its ability to gather a large and dedicated audience in a short time. While many reality shows rely heavily on drama and scripted content, Gold Rush stood out due to its combination of real-life challenges, strategic planning, and unpredictable adventure. The series follows placer gold mining efforts conducted by several family-run mining companies. Originally set in Alaska, the show eventually shifted its primary focus to the Klondike region in Dawson City, Yukon, Canada. However, mining expeditions have also taken the teams to other parts of the world, including Guyana in South America, Oregon, and Colorado in the United States. Viewers were drawn not only to the gold mining itself but also to the miners' personal journeys. The show explored their struggles, strategies, and the risks involved in this dangerous profession. By 2024, Gold Rush had successfully aired 15 seasons, each season chronicling new adventures, new challenges, and new characters who brought fresh dynamics to the series. What makes Gold Rush truly captivating is its authenticity. Unlike some reality shows where everything seems polished or scripted, Gold Rush shows raw human emotion, the physical demands of mining, and the financial risks involved in pursuing gold. The miners' triumphs and failures are all real, which keeps the audience invested season after season. The show not only entertains but also educates viewers about the realities of the mining industry, offering a glimpse into a world most people will never experience firsthand. The story of Gold Rush begins with its first season, originally titled Gold Rush Alaska. The show followed 6 men from Sandy, Oregon, a small town located about 30 miles southeast of Portland. These men, ordinary people with ordinary jobs, faced an economic downturn that left them unemployed. With mouths to feed and bills to pay, they decided to take an enormous gamble, traveling to Porcupine, Alaska, to prospect for gold. This decision was not easy. Most of the men had little or no prior experience in placer or gold mining. They had to learn on the job, facing a steep learning curve while dealing with extreme weather conditions and the constant threat of equipment failure. Every day was a new challenge and mistakes were costly. Despite these hurdles, the team pressed on, driven by hope and the possibility of striking it rich. During this season, the Hoffman crew attempted to strip mine a site near Porcupine Creek, but their efforts were frequently disrupted. Jack Hoffman, in search of an ancient waterfall rumored to contain gold nuggets, faced numerous challenges as the team struggled to keep up with the technical demands of mining. At one point, claim owner Earl Foster sent Dakota Fred, an experienced miner, to improve the site's efficiency. Despite late-season heroics, the Hoffman crew could not hit a rhythm that would allow them to cover their operational costs. By the end of the season, they had recovered 1,464 ounces of gold, a modest but promising start. This initial glimpse into the lives of these miners fascinated viewers and set the stage for what would become one of the most popular reality series on television. The first season captured more than just mining. It showcased human resilience, teamwork, and the willingness to take massive risks for a shot at a better life. The struggles of these men resonated with audiences who had faced their own life challenges, making them invested in the miners' journeys from the very beginning. Season 2 marked a turning point for the show, as it was renamed Gold Rush. The season opened with Todd Hoffman missing a lease payment on Porcupine Creek. As a result, Dakota Fred Hurt purchased the claim from the owner, Earl Foster, refusing to honor the previous lease due to the missed payment. This development introduced a new layer of tension and competition, keeping viewers intrigued. The season followed several mining operations simultaneously. The Hoffman crew explored their new mine at Quartz Creek in the Klondike region of Dawson City, Yukon. Dakota Fred focused on expanding operations at the original Hoffman mine in Porcupine Creek, implementing a new Drucker mining setup to process dirt more efficiently. Meanwhile, Parker Schnabel, Todd Hoffman's young protege, attempted to mine his grandfather's property at Big Nugget Mine. Season 2 highlighted the contrast between inexperience and expertise. While the Hoffmans struggled to adapt to Quartz Creek, Dakota Fred's experience allowed him to operate more efficiently. Parker Schnabel emerged as a rising star, demonstrating a combination of youthful energy, strategy, and determination that would make him a central figure in the show's future. By the end of Season 2, viewers had witnessed not only the physical challenges of mining, but also the strategic decisions that determine success or failure. The show's narrative evolved from raw survival in Alaska to a more complex exploration of mining operations, business strategies, and personal rivalries, further solidifying its place in reality television history. Season 3 of Gold Rush began in October 2012 and introduced more ambitious operations. The Hoffman crew returned to the Klondike region to mine Quartz Creek, bringing on additional crew members to expand operations. This season was filled with challenges, from equipment malfunctions to unexpected delays. Todd Hoffman faced continuous obstacles, prompting him to explore alternative solutions and partnerships. During the season, Hoffman merged his crew with Dave Turin's team at Indian River, creating a more experienced and efficient workforce. Parker Schnabel returned to the Big Nugget mine with larger and more advanced equipment, demonstrating the importance of strategy and investment in achieving greater yields. Dakota Fred returned to Porcupine Creek, managing operations alongside his son Dustin. Season 3 was notable for its significant gold recoveries. The Turin crew mined $83 worth of gold, totaling over $128 million, just 3 ounces more than Dave Turin had predicted. Parker Schnabel mined 192 ounces, while Dakota Fred mined 163 ounces. Both Parker and Dakota Fred earned over $4 million, showcasing the stark contrast between the successes of seasoned miners and the struggles of less experienced teams. The season emphasized the value of teamwork, planning, and adaptation. Viewers were captivated by the highs and lows, the calculated risks, and the sheer unpredictability of mining life. Season 3 solidified Gold Rush as more than just a reality show. It was a testament to human perseverance, ingenuity, and the relentless pursuit of fortune. Season 4 expanded the scope of Gold Rush beyond North America. The season featured the Hoffman crew traveling to Guyana, South America in search of gold. The preseason episode, The Dirt, offered viewers interviews and insights from the previous season's teams, preparing them for the new challenges ahead. The Hoffman crew faced significant struggles in Guyana. The remote site required hiking through dense jungle and crossing dangerous rivers, and the operation ultimately proved unprofitable. By the end of the season, the crew had mined just 2 ounces of gold and found $1,350 worth of diamonds, forcing them to abandon the venture. Meanwhile, Parker Schnabel leased new land at Scribner Creek in Dawson City, continuing his strategic approach to mining. With the guidance of mentor Tony Beets, Parker mined 836 ounces of gold by the end of the season. He also partnered with Rick to recover an additional 193 ounces, bringing his total to 1,029 ounces, breaking Todd Hoffman's previous single-season record of 803 ounces. Dakota Fred and his son Dustin also achieved success, mining 280 ounces in challenging conditions. Season 4 highlighted the stark contrast between failure and triumph, showing that experience, strategy, and perseverance were crucial in the pursuit of gold. Parker's record-breaking haul captured headlines, proving that calculated risks and innovation could yield extraordinary rewards. The subsequent seasons of Gold Rush saw even larger hauls and dramatic competition. Season 5 premiered with a 2-hour special on October 17, 2014. By the end of the season, Parker Schnabel had mined 2,538 ounces, totaling just under $3 million, while the Hoffman crew mined 1,349 ounces. Dakota Fred and his son Dustin also achieved success, mining 280 ounces in challenging conditions. Season 4 highlighted the stark contrasts between failure and triumph, showing that experience, strategy, and perseverance were crucial in the pursuit of gold. Parker's record-breaking haul captured headlines, proving that calculated risks and innovation could yield extraordinary rewards. The subsequent seasons of Gold Rush saw even larger hauls and dramatic competition. Season 5 premiered with a 2-hour special on October 17, 2014. By the end of the season, Parker Schnabel had mined 2,538 ounces, totaling just under $3 million, while the Hoffman crew mined 1,849 ounces, worth just over $1.6 million. Season 6 premiered in October 2015, with the UK premiere following shortly after. Parker mined 3,372 ounces, almost $3.5 million, while Todd Hoffman recovered 3,320 ounces, just over $3 million. Season 7, beginning October 2016, showed Todd Hoffman's Oregon mining effort fail, but he managed to break even at Fairplay, Colorado, with just over 100 Malred ounces. Tony Beets and his family gained attention with their refurbished dredge, mining just over 2,100 ounces. Parker Schnabel and his crew achieved staggering results, finishing with more than 4,300 ounces, worth over $5 million. These seasons highlighted the evolution of mining strategies, equipment investments, and team dynamics, further engaging fans and building the show's reputation for high-stakes adventure. Gold Rush expanded beyond regular episodes with aftershows and specials. The Dirt and the After Show provided behind-the-scenes insights, interviews, and additional footage of mining operations. Extended episodes called Pay Dirt offered information, bubbles, deeper mining coverage, and insider perspectives that kept viewers engaged. These spin-offs and specials increased revenue for the show, while giving fans an opportunity to explore the reality behind the cameras. They documented struggles, successes, and personal moments, enriching the narrative of Gold Rush beyond standard episodes. Between seasons 2 and 3, Todd Hoffman and his crew traveled to Guyana to evaluate a potential mining operation. The remote site required hiking through trackless jungle and dangerous river crossings. Season 3 abandoned the venture due to insufficient gold and high operational costs. In Season 4, the crew returned to Guyana but faced discouragement and losses that ultimately prevented them from pursuing large-scale operations. Later, the COVID-19 pandemic affected filming, interviews, and specials. Despite these challenges, the miners continued operations globally, maintaining fan engagement and continuing to expand the show's reach. Starting in 2017, Parker's Trail followed Parker Schnabel on mining trips to new international locations. In 2017, a 5-part series chronicled his journey along the Klondike Trail. In 2018, 7 episodes explored mining in Guyana, followed by a 10-episode series in Papua New Guinea in 2019. In 2020, a 10-episode series documented mining operations in Australia's Victoria, Queensland, and Western Australia. In 2022, Parker explored placer operations on New Zealand's South Island, studying kiwi wash plants. During these expeditions, Parker collaborated with gold recovery engineer Jeff Turnell and Australian miner Tyler Mahoney. Together, they built a custom wash plant and achieved significant mining success. These international trips demonstrated Parker's growth as a miner and entrepreneur, adding global intrigue and variety to the series. Gold Rush has garnered consistently positive feedback for its authentic storytelling, high-stakes adventure, and behind-the-scenes insights. Fans appreciate the blend of strategy, human drama, and mining education. The show's spin-offs, extended episodes, and international expeditions keep viewers engaged and invested in the miners' journeys. The success of Gold Rush lies not only in its entertainment value, but also in its ability to inspire audiences with stories of perseverance, risk-taking, and ambition. Over 15 seasons, the show has evolved from a modest Alaskan mining venture into a global phenomenon, highlighting both the rewards and hardships of the gold mining world. Whether it's Todd Hoffman, Dakota Fred, Parker Schnabel, or Tony Beets, the miners' dedication and relentless pursuit of gold have made Gold Rush one of the most compelling reality shows of all time. Fans continue to follow every season, special and spin-off, eager to witness the next bold move, the next massive haul, and the next untold story behind the cameras. While Gold Rush on television showcases adventure, strategy, and the thrill of gold mining, the reality behind the cameras is often far more intense. The miners face not only the harsh physical demands of mining, but also interpersonal conflicts that can make or break a season. Crew disputes were common in the early seasons, especially when inexperience clashed with seasoned miners' expectations. For instance, Todd Hoffman, known for his bold and sometimes impulsive decisions, often found himself at odds with Parker Schnabel's methodical approach. These conflicts added tension both on camera and behind the scenes. Equipment failures were another major source of drama. When a dredge malfunctioned or a critical piece of machinery broke down mid-operation, the pressure mounted on the crew. Time was money in the gold fields, and every delay could significantly affect earnings. Producers often had to intervene, subtly, capturing the drama while ensuring that tensions didn't escalate into unmanageable situations. Financial struggles also fueled behind-the-scenes stress. In the early seasons, miners were operating on shoestring budgets, often risking their personal savings to fund equipment, claims, and transportation. When operations underperformed, as seen with the Hoffman crew in Guyana or Todd's Oregon site, the emotional and financial strain became palpable. Crew members had to work long hours under extreme conditions, and disagreements about priorities, labor allocation, or strategy were inevitable. Despite the conflicts, the miners shared a mutual understanding. Survival depended on cooperation, strategy, and sheer perseverance. Behind the scenes, moments of camaraderie and mentorship emerged alongside conflicts, shaping the dynamic that viewers eventually came to love. These struggles gave the show authenticity, showing that gold mining is not just about the riches, it's about human endurance, relationships, and the ability to navigate unpredictable circumstances. As Gold Rush evolved, mining strategies became increasingly sophisticated. In the early seasons, crews relied on basic techniques like placer mining and rudimentary equipment, learning through trial and error. Mistakes were costly, but they laid the groundwork for more advanced operations in later seasons. Dakota Fred's operations at Porcupine Creek highlighted the importance of efficiency. By implementing the Drucker system, a specialized mining setup, he processed more dirt per day than most competitors, demonstrating that technology could significantly impact gold recovery. Similarly, Parker Schnabel's approach combined youthful energy with strategic investment. By leasing productive claims and upgrading equipment with modern wash plants, Parker increased both yield and operational efficiency. Season 4 onwards, crews began experimenting with dredging, hydraulic mining, and custom wash plants to maximize gold output. Parker's ventures in New Zealand exemplify this trend. With engineer Jeff Turnell, he designed a custom Kiwi-style wash plant tailored to local terrain, combining traditional methods with innovative techniques. This allowed him to extract more gold efficiently while minimizing labor intensity. Even smaller technological tweaks could make a huge difference. Minor upgrades to sluice boxes, pumps, or excavators often turned marginal sites into profitable ones. Crews learned to adapt to terrain, water flow, and seasonal changes, understanding that flexibility was key. Mining wasn't just about brute force, it was about planning, timing, and using technology intelligently. The show educated viewers subtly through these strategies. By showcasing the evolution from simple hand tools to industrial setups, Gold Rush provided a practical look into modern mining while maintaining the adventure and unpredictability that made it popular. The financial aspect of Gold Rush is a core part of its narrative. Each season, the stakes are high, not just in terms of physical labor, but in terms of personal investment and potential earnings. The contrast between massive hauls and crushing losses adds suspense and realism. Early seasons were modest in terms of earnings. The Hoffman crew's first season saw 1,464 ounces of gold recovered, a significant effort but one that barely covered expenses. By contrast, Parker Schnabel's later seasons produced record-breaking hauls with 4,300 ounces in Season 7 alone, worth over $5 million. Dakota Fred's consistent efficiency brought him steady earnings, often surpassing less experienced crews despite smaller operations. Losses were equally dramatic. In Guyana, Todd Hoffman's team mined only 2 ounces of gold and discovered $350 worth of diamonds, an outcome that barely offset operational costs. Oregon mining efforts also ended in near financial failure, emphasizing the unpredictability of gold mining. These financial highs and lows were a constant source of tension, influencing decisions on whether to expand, invest in new equipment, or merge with other crews. The numbers also highlighted strategic differences. Parker's focus on claim selection, investment in technology, and careful planning often yielded higher profits than crews that relied on luck or aggressive high-risk tactics. Meanwhile, Tony Beat's family operations demonstrated that efficiency and experience could rival youth and ambition when, combined with innovative equipment. Financial success on the show isn't just measured in ounces, it's also measured in risk, management strategy, and decision-making under pressure. Viewers became invested in these outcomes because each haul represented months of effort, danger, and human drama, creating suspense and attachment to the miners' journeys. As the show grew in popularity, international mining expeditions became a defining feature. The Hoffman crew's ventures in Guyana, followed by Parker Schnabel's expeditions to Papua New Guinea, Australia, and New Zealand, expanded the show's global scope. These trips introduced entirely new challenges, including extreme terrain, tropical climates, and complex logistics. In Guyana, the crew faced trackless jungles and dangerous river passages, highlighting the risks of mining in remote locations. Similarly, Papua New Guinea presented unpredictable weather, challenging river crossings and unfamiliar terrain. Australia offered different challenges, from remote desert regions to massive open-pit sites requiring heavy equipment and planning. Collaboration with local experts proved essential. Parker Schnabel's partnership with Jeff Turnell in New Zealand allowed him to understand local mining methods and build a custom wash plant suited for Kiwi placer deposits. Australian miner Tyler Mahoney also brought expertise from Aussie gold hunters, helping streamline operations and increase efficiency. International expansion underscored the universality of mining challenges. While the terrain and equipment varied, core principles remained the same: strategic planning, adapting to local conditions, and understanding that even minor mistakes could result in major losses. These global ventures made the show more adventurous and educational, allowing viewers to witness gold mining in diverse environments while seeing how strategy and teamwork translated across continents. The success of Gold Rush led to numerous specials and spin-offs that kept fans engaged. Between main seasons, shows like The Dirt and The After Show offered behind-the-scenes insights, interviews with miners, and additional footage not seen in regular episodes. Extended episodes called Pay Dirt provided in-depth mining coverage, often with information bubbles highlighting technical details or strategies. Parker's Trail became a fan favorite, following Parker Schnabel on international expeditions and revealing the challenges of mining in unfamiliar territories. Fans appreciated these specials because they provided context, added drama, and deepened the connection with the miners. These spin-offs also allowed the show to explore personal stories. Viewers got glimpses of the miners' families, struggles, and decision-making processes. This combination of adventure, education, and human drama reinforced Gold Rush's position as more than just a reality series. It became a storytelling experience. No long-running show is without controversy, and Gold Rush has had its share. Criticisms ranged from claims of exaggeration to off-camera conflicts between miners. Some fans questioned whether certain storylines were edited to enhance drama. Legal disputes and disagreements with claim owners occasionally arose, highlighting the complexities of real-life mining. Todd Hoffman's Oregon site and international operations drew scrutiny when yields failed to meet expectations. Critics also debated whether some of the miners' strategies were realistic or sustainable, given the risks involved. Despite criticisms, the show's authenticity generally prevailed. Viewers recognize that mining is inherently risky, and setbacks are part of the profession. The show responded to controversy by continuing to showcase both successes and failures honestly, reinforcing trust and engagement with the audience. Looking ahead, Gold Rush shows no signs of slowing down. Future seasons may explore new locations, introduce fresh mining techniques, and feature emerging miners alongside veterans like Parker Schnabel, Dakota Fred, and Tony Beats. Post-pandemic, the series continues to innovate, combining traditional placer mining with modern technology and international adventures. Parker Schnabel's trajectory suggests more global expeditions and technical innovation, while Tony Beats may focus on expanding dredge operations. The Hoffman crew, despite past setbacks, continues to inspire with bold attempts and calculated risks. Fans can expect a blend of familiar dynamics, competition, strategy, and human drama, alongside new adventures that push the boundaries of mining reality television. The legacy of Gold Rush lies in its ability to adapt, entertain, and educate, ensuring that both newcomers and longtime fans remain captivated for seasons to come. With 15-plus seasons under its belt, the show has transformed from a modest Alaskan mining adventure into a global phenomenon, teaching viewers that gold mining is about grit, determination, and the relentless pursuit of success, no matter the obstacles. As the seasons progressed, it became clear that gold mining was not just about digging and hoping for luck. It was a science, a strategy, and often a high-stakes gamble. The most successful miners, including Parker Schnabel, Tony Beats, and Dakota Fred, relied heavily on advanced tactics and careful risk management to stay ahead. One of the critical elements of their success was thorough analysis of mining sites. Before committing to a claim, miners would study soil composition, water flow, and historical gold deposits. Parker Schnabel, for example, became known for meticulously studying old mining maps and combining them with modern technology to predict the most productive spots. Tony Beats relied on his decades of experience to assess equipment needs, digging depth, and the likely profitability of each operation. Dakota Fred, meanwhile, focused on efficiency and minimizing downtime, ensuring that his crews could process the maximum amount of dirt in a limited time frame. Risk management played a key role. Every decision, whether to invest in new equipment, expand a claim, or merge with another crew, carried enormous financial and operational consequences. Bold strategies could pay off spectacularly, as seen when Parker's investments in advanced wash plants and dredges yielded record-breaking hauls. Conversely, risky moves could backfire, such as the Hoffman crew's early attempts in Guyana, where logistical challenges and low yields led to massive losses. These decisions weren't just numbers. They involved careful coordination, labor management, and adaptation to ever-changing conditions. Weather, equipment malfunctions, and crew dynamics constantly forced miners to reassess their tactics. The show's depiction of these high-stakes choices allowed viewers to understand that mining is as much about brains as brawn. It's a balance between ambition and caution, strategy and improvisation, and only those who mastered both could consistently succeed. Beyond gold, Gold Rush captivates viewers with the personal stories of the miners themselves. Many of the featured miners come from family backgrounds steeped in mining traditions, while others were outsiders drawn to the adventure and promise of fortune. Their personal lives and family dynamics play a significant role in shaping their approach to mining. Todd Hoffman's journey, for instance, was driven by the desire to provide for his family and live a life of independence. His decisions, though bold and sometimes controversial, reflected his personal ambition and the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. Parker Schnabel, often called the prodigy of the series, inherited a legacy from his grandfather. The mentorship and guidance he received from family members, along with his own drive, shaped his calculated and strategic approach to mining.